Hey guys, Chris here. I'm just going to do a Gamecube Collection video because my Gamecube Collection is my biggest collection out of all my games. I don't really have too many games in general, but this is my biggest collection. And I'm going to have to hurry this up because I have to do this under 10 and I don't want to do a part 2 if possible, but if I do, then check out part 2 after this video. So I'm just going to get right to it, and here we go. So first of all is Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom. This is sort of similar to, I like to compare it to like a Pokemon Stadium type thing, but more with a story and like obviously a different style of gameplay because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's Turok Evolution. Never actually played it. Super Smash Bros. Melee. I mean, everyone knows this game if you have a GameCube or even if you're a Nintendo fan. It's a great game. Put so much time into that. I played with my sisters. My characters were Kirby, Mewtwo, and probably a Link every once in a while. Super Mario Sunshine. This game didn't get as good, reviews, or didn't come to up to standards of other Mario games. But I mean, I think it was kind of in the middle, kind of what people were saying. Lego Star Wars 2 and Lego Star Wars 1. Both of these are pretty good. Star Fox Assault. This game wasn't as good as people wanted to be because they wanted more of the Super NES type Star Fox combat, but I kind of liked it how it went from using a little kind of, I guess, tank assault vehicle type thing, and then using some platforming and adventuring similar to like a Ratchet and Clank. I actually liked that. I liked the little experimentation there. SSX3, sorry. Series of Unfortunate Events, which is kind of a puzzle platformer type, but the puzzles are pretty simple. I beat that game like 3 times really quick. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, also beat this game a bunch of times. It was also quick. Pretty good though. Star Wars Rebel Strike. Beautiful Joe 2, it's a decent platformer. I liked it. Donkey Konga. This is like that, kind of similar to, like, I guess you say the Guitar Hero of the GameCube, but it means a lot simpler. You just have 2 hands on the bongos. I have the bongos over there. This is Odama. This game came with a microphone, so it's a thicker box, and then has obviously like the manual, and then it came with a holder, so it holds the microphone to your controller, because when you're playing, so you can like speak and call orders to your army. This is like a pinball game where you shoot a pinball at your enemies to try and crush them in battle. It's pretty good. This is Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. I actually like this game. The controls are really smooth for a Quidditch game. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. NASCAR Thunder 2003, it's your sports game. MVP 2005? I really like this game, guys. I played that with my dad all the time. I liked it. It was a good sports game. I mean, it was good controls, good, like, I like the pitching mechanics of it, like certain areas with like their hot spots, their cold spots, and then just neutral. I liked it a lot. This is Medal of Honor Rising Sun with Medal of Honor European Assault and Medal of Honor Frontlines. Medal of Honor was probably my favorite shooter on the GameCube. I liked it. My dad and I played it a lot. I liked it just a little better than Finest Hour and Big Red One for like Call of Duty, but obviously Call of Duty has definitely gone further than Medal of Honor has. This is my first game for the GameCube, which was Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I paid $50 for this. Mario Kart Double Dash, as you guys saw in my last video with the whole DS thing. It's a good racer. My sisters and I already finished everything. We did absolutely everything. It's already over. And this is Madden 06. This is a decent sports game. I was a little disappointed by it because it was like all the rage sort of thing at the time, when at least where I was, and it fell short for me. I'm not a huge sports games fan anyway, but I mean, Madden 06 is kind of decent. I liked MLB 2005 a lot better. This is Luigi's Mansion. This was one of my favorites for the GameCube. I liked it a lot. This is Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. This is an RPG. It even says right here, the most epic RPG since Final Fantasy. So you might want to check this out. I've played a little bit of it. I like it. The combat actually stays pretty fresh. I'm not a huge turn-based fan, but I actually really like this. It has some adventuring in it as well. It's pretty good. I'd check it out if you find it cheap. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. This is not an RPG. This is more of an adventure. And then what I like about it is kind of not really Mega Man-like in any way. Like, it's not platforming, but like the way you can choose which boss you want to try and, like, the stage you want to go through first in the old Mega Mans. It's kind of like you start off in a place, but then you could go to 3 different places. It kind of just like branches off. So you can choose where you want to go from certain areas. So you do have some choice of which one you want to do before others. So that's kind of cool. This is Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I like this a lot more than other people did. I know everyone was upset about the cel-shaded graphics and, you know, the sailing, how it was so long. I liked them. I liked the graphics a lot. The sailing was monotonous every once in a while, but really when I just started sailing, just go on YouTube, watch some vids, and then get back to it. I spent a lot of time off this game. I know it was like, I think I stopped playing for another like a month, and I was right near the end, and then I just kind of came back someday, figured out a tough puzzle I was having issues with, and I do not like to use walkthroughs, and I just beat that, and I kind of feel like going back to this now actually and just replaying it because I really liked it. This is The Legend of Zelda: Four Swords Adventure. This one I didn't like so much. The overhead view was, well, the way when I bought this, I wasn't expecting overhead view, so I didn't like it. But now I think if I went back to it, I'd actually enjoy it, so I might do that. This is Kirby's Air Ride. Kind of similar, like you just go around adventuring, collecting items to make your little starship better, and you can also change your ship. And you just get around and get these sort of items, and then it takes you to a race, and you just basically race with somebody else. And you if you get like 3 parts of a certain like ship, it becomes the legendary ship, and then you can just basically destroy everyone in the race. So I mean, I didn't actually like this game too much. I played it with my friend. It was okay, but it's good to have in the collection. This is The Hobbit, and I liked this game a lot. I really did. I played this game so much, just never actually beat it because my friends deleted the save file, and I was so PO'd. But that's alright. I'll get back to it. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted this game so bad. Just when I started playing, I just couldn't get into it. It was a shame, but I think some people would probably like this. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. This is the same as Harry Potter. I played it. It was too confusing for me when I was a little kid, and that's the thing. When I was a little kid, RPGs confused me so much. But now I went back to it, and I actually liked it because I could figure it out, and this is kind of going to be an off and on RPG for me. Oh, there's another unique thing about Crystal Chronicles is that it's not turn-based. You go around fighting real time, and you have to like kind of stay in a little like circle because you're kind of trying to get like this myrrh to power crystals of the town because I guess the crystal is out of like myrrh, I guess, in order to run the crystal, like keep everyone safe. So that's why it's called Crystal Chronicles. It's an interesting concept. I only got a minute here, so I'll hurry up with the last 3. This is Call of Duty Big Red One and Call of Duty Finest Hour. These are 2 good shooters. Not my favorites, but that's just me. I'm sure other people like them more than Medal of Honor. And finally, Animal Crossing. I put so much time into this game, and now when I think about it, I don't know why. It's the same thing over and over, walking around, catching bugs, shopping, fishing, selling it to Tom Nook. And, I mean, it was just, it's the same thing over and over. I think the only thing that kept me going was, like, the different events, like, when it was my birthday. And I'd always seem to fast forward the time to, like, interesting days. Like, I'd be like, oh, nothing's going on today. I guess I'll just reset the clock to Christmas and then do it that way. So, that is my GameCube collection. GameCube holds kind of a place in my heart. It was my first system that I actually bought. Because my first system of all time was Nintendo 64, which I'm kind of happy about because it wasn't my favorite system. I didn't like it too much, but it can only go up from there. So I was glad. I spent $150 on this for the system itself, and so much more money on games. And my dad said if I bought the system, he would buy 2 games for me, and those were Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for $50, and Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, sorry, for 20. So that is my GameCube collection. A lot of memories in here. Definitely gonna go back to some of these today, I think. So thanks for watching. See you later.